Hello lovely people, welcome back to another interesting sewing tutorial which we are going to draft this beautiful gown that you see on the screen. If this is something you are interested on, keep on watching. So what you need is just your pattern paper, your tape, your ruler and your measurements. Measurement needed is your shoulder measurement, your armhole measurement, your bust measurement, your waist measurement, your under bust measurement, your hip measurement, and the full length. Starting the drafting with the skate first. So the upper bodice will be 17 inches. That is my half length, is 17 inches. That's from the shoulder to the waistline. So I will minus that half length from the full length of the dress. So that is how I will get the length of my skates. I believe you get what I'm saying. For example, if my full length is 57, then my upper bodice is 17, so the skate will be 40 inches. So let's start. My pattern is on 4. Can you see? My pattern paper is on 4. And this is my center, and this is my side. So the first line here is my waistline, and that is my starting point. From that waistline, I will draw another line to my hip line. So measure yourself and do the same thing. So the next one will be to my wrist knee line, and then the full length of my skates. I will put it here so that I can draw a straight line. I'll go ahead and name my lines. Then the first thing will be for me to impute my waist measurement, divide by 4 plus my dart. Then if you are using a material that is stretchy like the one you see on the screen, you might not even need a dart. Or you can hold your dart before cutting on your fabric. The next one will be for me to divide my hip measurement by 4 and I will mark it down. So I will mark my same hip measurement divide by 4 on my wrist knee line as well. And I will mark them on my full length line. I'll go ahead and connect all the points. So the next thing I will do will be for me to go ahead and mark my dart. So to impute my dart, I will mark my bust span measurement divide by 2. So the one I'm working with is 9 inches. When I divide by 2, that will be 4.5. Then I'm going to come down for my dart. The length of my dart will be 5 inches for the front. I'll go ahead and connect to have a straight line. The next thing will be for me to mark 5.5 inch on both sides of the line. Then I'll connect it here. Remember, we added 1 inch for the dart. Can you see? Then let's tighten the down part of the skate. To do that, I'm going to minus 2 inches from my waist knee line and also from my full length line. You can decide to minus 1.5. You can decide to minus 2.5. What pencil you want the skate to be, and also consider your ability to walk very well with the skate. So minus 2 inches, 2 inches. Then I'll connect it to my hip line. I'll go ahead and cut out my pattern. So I'll go ahead and transfer my darts to the other side. So to draw the style line, this is my center front. I will draw another line so that it can be visible. This crease line, that is my center front. So this is my center front. So to draw the style line, I'll come to my hip line. Can you see this side of my hip line? I'm going to draw a curve line all the way. I'll connect it to my center front. So I'm going to use my curve ruler and curve it to these other points. You can decide to use your free hand. Can you see? So I decided to use my free hand instead of curve ruler. So I'll go ahead and cut that out. Can you see? I'll use this one and trace out another pattern, the same like this. So this is the pattern paper that I'm using. So I will go ahead and trace this out. For me to do that, I will turn it this other way. So you just need to place them on each other. Can you see? So this is how to go about with the drafting of the down part of this beautiful style. When cutting on your fabric, make sure to add your seam allowances, your hemming allowance, and your joining allowance. So let's draft the upper bodice. So I've started already. I believe by now you know how to draft your basic bodies. If you don't know how to draft your basic bodies, I'll drop the link on the description box. You can check it out. So this is my pattern paper. It's on full as well, but you can draft this one without it being on full. So this is my pattern paper. This is my shoulder line, which is my starting point. Then from the shoulder to this other line, which is my chest line. This is my bust line. This one is my under bust. This is my half length line. So I input my shoulder measurement and I slope it by 1 inch. You can decide to slope by 1.5. And then my neck measurement, 3 by 3. Then I connect it down here to my chest line. The next thing I will do will be for me to input my bust measurement on the chest line. Then I'll come to this line. I will mark half of the line. I'll come in towards my center front by ½ inch. I'm going to connect this line. Can you see? Next thing will be for me to impute my dart. So I will come to my bust line. I will mark half of my bust span measurement. I'll mark it on my under bust as well and also on my half length line. Can you see? And for my dart, I want to make use of 2 inches dart. So I'm going to mark 0.75 here. I'm going to mark 1.25 here. I'll mark them on my half length line, 0.75, 0.25. Then I'll connect it. And I'm going to curve it to my bust line. Can you see? That is my dart. So I will go ahead and mark others of my horizontal measurements. I will mark my bust measurement on my bust line. That is bust measurement divided by 4. Then I'll come to my full length, come to my half length line. I'm going to mark my waist measurement divide by 4. Then plus this 2 inches that I'll add these 2 inches that. So I'll go ahead and connect my points. Can you see? I'll go ahead and mark my bust that. I'm going to imprint my bust that. I'm going to make use of the differences between my shoulder to the waist for the front and the shoulder to the waist for the back. So mine is 1.5. So I'll go ahead and mark 1.5. Make sure you measure yours so that you will know the difference. And then you use it for your bust that. Can you see? Then that one is done. Next thing will be for me to impute my princess dart. As you can see on the picture, it is a princess dart. So I will measure half of this line again. I have is 9.5. So I will mark half of it. So this is where I have half of it. So I will connect it here using my curve roller. I will come down by half inch again. I'll still connect it to my bust point. Then I will increase that line by half inch so that when I join it, I will not be short of fabric. Can you see this half inch that I've increased that line by half inch? The next thing will be for me to replot my neckline. I want it to be 4.5 inches below my shoulder line. So I'll go ahead and mark it. There's a design on the neck of the dress, as you can see. So you can decide on what to use because the hand is not really showing. If you are using maybe like a strap for the hand, or if you are using like a strap to the shoulder, it all depends on what you want. Did you attach the design? So I'll cut my pattern out. I'm going to hold my bust dart now. Shall we plot the armhole? So this is my upper bodice. Can you see? So when you're cutting on your fabric, make sure you add your joining allowance. Make sure you add your side seam allowance. You add your allowance here and here. The same thing to this other side, and then your joining allowance. This is my pattern set. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and I will see you on our next tutorial. Bye bye.